Worst
Yeah.
trend in plastic surgery right now.
I think the worst trend in plastic surgery, if we're talking about surgical procedures, I would say that in general, the overdone look, kind of like the seeking of the Instagram, TikTok filter style look, is really not great. And especially on young people when they're doing it in their like 20s, like mid 20s, they're getting facelifts and stuff because they want to look more like the filter that Instagram puts on them. Because I'm like, that's going to age poorly. And then I would say the worst trend I see on the plastic surgeon side of things is a lot of the marketing, I feel like has become a little stale. It's very copycat style. When one surgeon posts a type of video, 50 other surgeons just mimic them. It's very unserious. I think we just need a little bit more educational stuff out there, just figuring out how to make that entertaining. But to me, that's where I think plastic surgery has to make a shift, where in the public persona, it's less about the Dr. 90210s and more about what the field actually is.
One tool you can't operate without.
I would say in surgery or in general.
I don't know. That's an open-ended question.
Yeah, I guess in general I would say AI. I mean, I will say ChatGPT and Claude have been massively helpful in helping me to organize my business, decrease operation burden. I even use them as a method of like a preoperative sparring where I will kind of describe, obviously don't put like patient information in, but I'll describe like, okay, I have a 38-year-old female wants a rhinoplasty. This is my plan. This is my approach. And then I'll say, like, cross reference that with what the medical data is out there, what research studies there are. Tell me if anything I'm doing is outdated. If you think there's anything that I could, try out in this case, then I will kind of sit back and forth and use it almost like a resident where I'm kind
Hmm.
of getting questioned, but also forcing myself to teach what I'm saying so that way it just maximizes the preparation prior to surgery.
Almost like a Socratic kind of
Exactly.
learning method. Okay. So what's on your operating room playlist?
Number one is a lot of Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa. It's a lot of dance music, a lot of high energy music, my own music too. I have like a stage name for my music, which is called Sistema. I make a lot of like electronic, I produce tracks. So a lot of that, but it's a lot of like very dancey, upbeat music. Just because I'm like, we're already working hard. I like to focus and have fun at the same time and just really be in my groove. So that's really the majority of my playlist.
Persian food you can't live without.
That's a good one. There's something called tadig, which is the crispy rice. It's basically like the bottom of the pan. When you make it,
Uh-huh.
you make this like crispy rice layer. When done right, that is perfection. And I could never live without that long term. Sometimes I'll make a full pot of rice just to have the crispy part. But yeah, that's my favorite.
I'm with you there. I love paella, and
Yeah.
it has a lot of that crispy rice in it. It's one of my
Hmm.
favorite things.